Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to Beginner Beauty Glow. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me before I go run some errands. So let me go ahead and get started. I do want to do a couple makeup prep skincare things first. Let me go ahead and put my headband on. Alright, so first I'm going to go ahead and apply my Ordinary Serum. It's the one with the 10% niacinamide in this. It definitely helps with the oily skin. Alright, so I'm just going to dab some of this, my forehead and my cheeks, and then I'm going to go ahead and just blend that in with my hands. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, a great Black Friday. You got lots of goodies, lots of good stuff. I didn't get as much stuff as I kind of had planned, but is it ever a bad thing when you really don't spend as much money as you thought you would? I kind of felt good in a way. Just gonna go ahead and like dry between each layer that I'm doing here. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with my CeraVe Oil Control Moisturizing Gel Cream. Which obviously also helps control my oil through the day. Alright, and then again, I'm just going to dry this layer as well. Alright, so skincare is done, makeup prep is done. I'm going to go ahead and use my new palette I did get yesterday on Black Friday. It's the Makeup Revolution palette. Sorry for the reflection of the lights there. It's called the True Icon, and here are the shades. It's a really pretty palette. So I have to admit, I went to Kohl's yesterday. I found a very pretty Natasha Denona palette for $33, which I know is a really great deal, but I ended up getting buyer's remorse and I returned it. And I went back to Target and got the $12 Makeup Revolution palette instead. I I just can't right now. I just can't spend that kind of money on something that I don't technically need. So yeah, I was kind of bummed about it, but you know, it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the lightest shade here, and these don't have shade names; they just have like numbers. So it's the lightest shade. Let me go ahead and apply that. And we'll see how these work out. I love the shades, I will say. So I'm hoping to get into the nail shop today, but it's kind of weird. Like, I think their phones are down. I've just been having a hard time getting a hold of them. I mean, I guess they could have their phone off the hook. Maybe they're just really, really that busy. But, it's kind of annoying. I'm going to have to, like, actually go there and see if they can get me in. And if not, I guess I'll have to try another day. But then I need to go get an oil change on my car. My daughter is at her cousin's house, but I'm sure I'll have to go get her pretty soon. So I'm hoping to get some of this done so that I don't have to bring her with me. Because she'll be bored, you know, sitting in the car while we're getting an oil change. Alright, so that's obviously it's almost like a light peachy kind of color. If you guys can see it. Just trying to add a little more. Just want it to show up nicely. Alright. Okay. That's all we'll do with that shade. All right, so let's move on to the next shade. I'm going to use this one next after I get a sip of my coffee. This is a vanilla protein coffee I made today, and it's really, really good. I apologize. I really don't remember the brand of the protein mix that I got, but they sold it in single packets at Target that I noticed yesterday, so I just grabbed one, and it's actually really good. It doesn't have that horrible chalky flavor that a lot of the protein drinks do. So, it's really good. All right, let me start with this next shade. That's really pretty. Just darkening it up a little bit. And I think it's going to snow today where we live, so. And I believe it's going to be, I think it said 25 degrees in my weather app. So not the warmest. I'm just kind of bringing it up a little bit because I got those lovely hooded eyes and I want this shade to really show. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. All right, let's move on and move up the line to the next darker color. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one here. These shades look a little different on camera versus in person. I'm noticing. Oh, I really like that one. That one is really pretty. Just darkening up my outer corners. That's really, really pretty. It's much prettier in person. Into the new year, I definitely would love to invest in some sort of better recording device. Because I do, do this on my phone right now. And, I would love to get something that picks up the colors better. Okay. That's how we're looking so far. Alright, so now that we got that done, I'm kind of debating which. I think I'm going to go with this shimmer for my inner corners. It's almost a mix. Okay, so this one's a little bit more goldish. This one's obviously more rose gold. This one's almost a mix of the two, like a mix of these two, I feel like. These also have really pretty cream shades. I want to try these out next on another Get Ready With Me, but yeah, anyways, so I think I'm going to do that shade today in my inner corners. And I'm going to try without the glitter glue first and see how it goes on. And then if it's not how I want it, I'll probably, I don't know. I don't know if I can even add glitter glue afterwards, but we'll just hope for the best here. It's very pretty. I like extremely glittery in my inner corners, and it's not doing like quite extreme glitter, but it is very, very pretty, and I'm okay with it. I do still like it. That is how we're looking right now. And so I'm going to add some more. All right, that's pretty good. Do the other side now. It is a really pretty color, that's for sure. And I'm hoping it doesn't drop down into my eye as I'm doing this. Okay. I'm sorry, let me just add a little bit to this other side again because I just feel like it's not as much. There we go. The eyes are done. I might take a blending brush just to soften up, just to try to soften up the top areas here. But that's it. Okay, that's good. All right, you guys, so the eyes are done. I'm gonna clean up my under eyes a little bit before I start my face. So let's see. Guess I gotta open up a new pack of the cotton rounds because I don't think I have any. If this bag can open. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take some micellar water. This is a cute little container I got from Dollar Tree, and I put micellar water in it. And you just kind of like, it's like a little pump, and you just push down on it. And it just gives small amounts of micellar water at a time, usually. I'm almost wishing I would have taken some tape before I did this eye look and like put it at an angle here, but it's fine. It still looks okay. All right, that's cleaned up. Let me just dry that up a little bit. All right, let's start on our face after I get another sip of coffee. I'm gonna do my primer. I've really been loving this. I mean, I don't know why lately, but the Power Grip Primer with the niacinamide. So I'm gonna put this. All right, so you don't need a lot, I will say that. I mainly just focus it on my T-zone area for the most part, where I get the most oily. Okay. All right, you guys, so next I'm going to use my Illumi Le Glow tint, and it's in the shade 120 Neutral. And if you're using this, I would definitely advise to make sure you shake it up first. So, do any of you have any big plans for this Saturday? I bet a lot of people still have family in town stuff, so. I am glad I am not working today because I'm sure it is so busy at work. I work for an airline, a major US airline. I'll just keep it at that. But as you all could probably imagine, I'm sure it is crazy busy with the airlines. Okay, so that's how we're looking so far. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some color back into the skin. I'm going to use, oh my gosh, I'm going to use my Morphe Hot Shot today. It's a liquid bronzer and it's in the shade Bronze Bombshell. Make sure you shake this up as well. It's been a while since I used this, so I'm going to start out, at least I'm going to try to start out going very small, and then we'll see if we need to add more after. Okay. I like to kind of dab it in first and then blend it with the rest. Yeah, so as you can see, I personally feel like it is very dark and pigmented. So I blend it across my forehead and then I kind of bring it down a little bit to come down my forehead. Okay. And then same thing with my cheek area. Dab it and then blend it in. This side I feel like I did way too much on accident. Bring it over here maybe. Okay. And bring it up my cheek as well. Okay. One of these days I'd like to do, so I got an idea from another YouTuber that I love watching. Her name's Teresa, and she had her daughter pick out her makeup the other day, and I just thought that was such a good idea and such a cute idea. My daughter would love that. She'd love to pick out my makeup and like watch me do it and do her makeup with me. I really don't let her wear a lot of makeup yet because she's only 8, you know, so what she does, she has to wear it in the house. But she would love that. She would have a blast at that. That'd be a good time, like a good, you know, time for us to spend together as well. So I really want to do that one of these days. That'll be coming soon. But yes, definitely look for Teresa on here. Let me just go see what if she has a full name on there. I'll be right back. Okay, no, so it is just Teresa, and she does Get Ready With Me's, and I love watching her videos. So definitely check out her channel. All right, so bronzer is done. So let's go ahead and do our eyebrows next. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Stay. All right, eyebrows are looking good. Okay, so before I go into the blush, I I do want to use my Catrice Cosmetics Magic Shine Eraser just on my some of my T-zone area, just to get rid of a little bit of the shine. I like a dewy, glowy look, but not too much of it. So I'm just going to use a little beauty blender here on my finger to just get some of the T-zone area. Okay, that is good. See how that took care of a lot of that shine in my T-zone area. I really like that. All right, you guys, so let's do blush next. I think today I'm gonna go ahead and use this Ulta Beauty Pillow Puff liquid blush. It's in the shade Preppy Peach. So I'm hoping I know it'll match my eyeshadow look. I just really don't want like a too summery of a look today, but I'm going to go ahead and try it out. It has been, excuse me, a while since I've used this blush, so we'll see. I'm just trying to squeeze some of it out, and then I wonder if I should just go ahead and, yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and just use a brush and just dab it on there instead of dabbing it onto my cheek. And we'll see if that makes any difference with the application. All right. I'm gonna add some more. I definitely think I'll be adding another shade over this because it definitely gave more of a peachy look than what I was actually wanting. But that's okay, we'll fix it. So yeah, as you can see, it's very extremely peachy, orangey color, which is fine for the summertime, but it's winter. I don't really want to look like peachy. But let me go ahead and finish blending it. And then let's see. What color can I add to this? And this is what I'm not good at, you guys, is knowing like what colors go together. I'm gonna try out this e.l.f. one, because it's kind of like almost like a darker burnt orange or something. I don't know, but this is, oh my gosh, this is so hard to read. Bronze Bombshell. So we're gonna try to add some of this with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna add. Hopefully that's not too much. I have no idea. I'm going to use a different brush because I don't want to add any more of that peachy one to it. I'm hoping this warms it up. It looks like it is actually. Yeah, that definitely warmed it up a lot. Okay. So, okay, sorry about that, you guys. What I did off camera, I took a little bit of my One Size Ultra Pink setting powder, and I was trying to just lighten up the look a little bit. So I kind of feel like I achieved that. It was a little bit too bronzy for me, or I don't know, it just was too much of that shade for me, but I got it fixed, I feel like, a little bit better. So we can move on now. Let's do our highlighter next. And I think today I'm going to go ahead and use my NYX Buttermelt highlighter. It's in the shade Glaze It Butter. So let me go ahead and put this on. Okay, so I'm just going to use my finger just to dab that on the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose, my cheeks. Let me see. How's that looking? Maybe a little bit more. Is that okay? All right, I'm going to add, sometimes I like to add it to my Cupid's bow, but I'll probably end up covering it up with my lip combo. There we go. That's all right. I like that. Okay. All right, you guys, let's do our setting spray next. I'm going to use my Hard Candy Glow Unlock setting spray. It's my absolute favorite. All right, let's do our lips next. I'm going to use my go-to lip liner. It's lately my go-to one. It's the Moira in Rose Beige. I absolutely love this lip liner. It's like my favorite. And I will say anything Moira has been my favorite lately. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this. So if you're into the plump lip look, I seen this technique on someone on Instagram was doing it. They almost kind of like, so they, as I, if you, you probably couldn't see me doing it because I was kind of facing the wrong direction, but they kind of made a heart. Well, they went, let me just do this here. Here's kind of straight across, and they went down this way. So almost like a heart, the top half of it. And then the bottom half, they did the same thing basically. And then they filled in the rest. And then what they did next, which I'm going to do. So what we're going to do next is lighten up that the middle section. See how they kind of created sections? So there's the outer sections and then the middle sections on each of your lip. I'm going to brighten up the middle sections. I'm going to use my Essence Correct and Conceal under eye brightener. It's in the shade Light. It's like has like a pinkish tone to it. And I'm just going to dab a dot there and a dot there, just like that. And I'm going to use a beauty blender just to kind of blend it in a little bit. So, just like this. So you see it brightened up just those middle portions of your lips. Okay. Okay, and then next I'm going to use my Revolution lipstick that I got yesterday, Black Friday, $4.50. It was on sale for. These were regular like $9, I think. This one is in the shade Queen Pink. And I'm going to apply this, here's the color of it, in those outer sections. So see how those outer sections are like a more pinkish tone? All right. So that's how we're looking so far. Okay, so now we're going to finish it off with a gloss. I'm going to use my Milani Keep It Full Lip Plumper. It's in the shade Sparkling Pink. Do one more coat. All right, so that is the finished lip. I love how it gives just the focus into that center of your lip, and that's what gives it more of a plumping effect. Okay, you guys, so here's the completed look. Just kind of fixing my hair up a little bit. Very nice, simple look yet again. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And I would love to read suggestions from you guys if you have them for me on things I should be doing or products or anything. But I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Happy Saturday.